Hey guys, Brian O'Brien here, back again. Another week of culinary school in the books. Man, this was week 4, and I can't believe it. It's been almost a month since I've been here, and it's just flown by. I can't believe all that I've learned, and I'm still excited. I'm standing here in front of a tourist trap. This is about 5 miles away from my dorm, and every time I drive by, there are a million people standing outside taking a picture with this sign. It's really cool. The Napa Valley is very worldly renowned for their wine, and so that's what people come here for. So it's a big tourist attraction. I actually am across the street from a winery that is a 3-story castle, actually. It's pretty incredible. So, week 4. Let me tell you a little bit about it. So on Thursday, which was my first day in the kitchen this week, we did consommate, which I know I mentioned in last week's video. The consommate is extremely complicated, a crystal clear soup that you start with a really cloudy kind of stock, and through chemical and science, you do a little protein denaturization. I turn that cloudy stock into a perfectly clear soup called consommate. It was garnished with a little blanched brunoise celery root, carrot, and rutabaga. It was absolutely delicious. On Thursday also we worked on our knife cuts again. Knife cuts are a huge part of culinary school because they're very, very precise, and it's really hard to master them. So you're doing them every day just to get better and better, so that at the end you know what you're doing. Going into Friday, I had, going into this week, kind of looked really focused on Thursday in the consommate, because I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to get my consommate perfectly clear. I was going to screw it up. I'm always worried that I'm going to screw something up, and I guess that's a good thing. You shouldn't worry so much in the kitchen, but this school and this class, Culinary Fundamentals, and Chef Wong, I'm trying to do as best I can, impress Chef Wong as much as possible, and just succeed. So I put a lot of attention to Thursday. But actually Friday was a day that I've been looking forward to since the very moment that I set foot on this campus. It was potato cookery day. Now when I was on MasterChef, I remember Aaron Sanchez, kind of giving me grief because I cooked potatoes in every dish that I had presented to the judges for the most part. And so I remember him actually giving me some flack about that. But it's true. I love potatoes. I eat potatoes all the time. One of my favorite dishes. I'm Irish, so potatoes O'Brien, I guess, are in my family. But Friday was potato cookery day, and we did a whipped potatoes, which is the classic technique for mashed potatoes. And we also did a potato and leek soup, which served hot is called a potato and leek soup. Served cold is called a vichyssoise. So that was a really, really complicated day. It was fairly easy as far as the cookery, but we also were timed on our knife cuts for the first time since we've been here, and that was a big challenge for everybody. I did finish. I was a little short on a couple items, but that's just because I ran out of rutabaga. There's no more brunoise for me to do on a rutabaga if I don't have any more rutabaga. So I ran out. I learned some things definitely, but according to our chef, only 45% of our class even passed that knife test. So just to give you an idea, it's extremely, extremely hard here. Getting into the whipped potatoes, I love mashed potatoes, and so understanding the exact proper technique and everything that needs to go into a perfect whipped potato, the amount of butter, the amount of cream, putting it through a ricer as opposed to a food processor, why you do that, just the starch components, all of the most fascinating things, everything that I love about the school, and I get to learn and practice on my favorite vegetable, favorite root vegetable being a potato. So Friday was really, really cool. Other than that, this entire week was just about studying and trying to stay ahead of the game. There's so much coursework here. I mean, this is the Harvard of culinary schools, and it has not disappointed as far as course load. Had a couple exams, math quiz, food safety quiz, and they went pretty well. Coming up this week, huge week. I have 4 tests and 3 subjects. I'm nervous. Tomorrow I have my first Culinary Fundamentals Science lecture test, which tomorrow I'll go in at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll have a lecture for about an hour, and then I'll have 15 minutes to finish a quiz on, you know, basically the first 4 weeks of science in my culinary fundamentals class. Then I'll have the rest of the day off and I'll focus on my math. I have a math test on Tuesday and food science, food safety test like every other class. So I always got to stay on top of that. My professionalisms class, I actually have a really cool assignment for this weekend. It's about writing your personal mission statement as a chef and your food philosophy. As soon as I left class on Wednesday for that particular class, I was so excited to get working on this. But I've been working on culinary fundamentals homework since then. So I'm about to wrap this video up, about to go to Calistoga and pick up some of my mail, and then back to the dorm where I can work on writing my my mission statement and my food philosophy, which I will be uploading to my website. By the way, I have some changes on my website, so feel free whenever you get a chance, take a look. www.chefbrianobrien.com. We got some new videos, new content up there, so please go check it out. Again, guys, please like, subscribe, share anything that you can on my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn even, on my website, all of the above. Feel free to reach out at any time. I love any comments. I love people reaching out with questions, everything like that. Again, guys, this is Brian O'Brien coming to you from the Napa Valley, student here at Culinary Institute of America, Greystone. Couldn't be happier. Stay tuned for these videos. I'm going to be uploading them every week. Stay tuned, guys. Plenty more to come.